you know how this goes. We have our guests come on and they tell a funny story, any kind of story you want to tell. You could talk about something in the entertainment. You could talk about your life, whatever you want to tell. What funny story do you want to tell?
Me?
Yes, you. You're the guest. Yes, it's called Funny Stories with Ocean, and the guest that's sitting right there comes on and tells the story.
You know, it's fucked up. That me was genuine. I was like, me? I was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
You sure you're not on mushrooms right now? Is that what you're saying?
It's a residual. What's it called?
Residue?
I don't know.
Yes, you tell the story.
Okay, I've told this story many of times, but it's the craziest story.
Okay.
Dude, I got raided. I got raided by the police.
Okay.
Well, who the fuck else you get raided by? I was sleeping in Culver City. I live by the projects. Culver City I was a stoner at this time, so this was this is probably 2012.
Okay, 2012.
And I was passed out, and I just heard noise. Now, and I'm blind as a bat. I wear contacts and glasses.
Me too.
And I think it's my roommate Leo playing a prank on me because I just hear noise like ruckus. What I didn't know was it was a battering ram breaking down the gate, and it was the fucking SWAT team surrounding my studio. It was a studio in a back house with all these windows, and then I'm reaching for my glasses, and I hear hands in the air. But like I said, I thought it was my roommate, so I'm just like, who is this? You know? And I put him on, and then it comes in the focus, and I hear hands in the air, motherfucker. And I was like, oh shit. And it was just like in all the movies, the cops fill up every window, just bam, bam. And I had windows on 3 sides. So it's like, pat, 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 pat. And they're like, open your door. And
even though they had the battering ram.
They battering rammed the gate.
Oh, okay.
And then when they swarmed the windows, and I had a little extra deadbolt, I was slanging at that time, but just a little bit. Just a little mushies, a little fireworks, a little OG Kush, some switchblades, I'm fucking Mexican, bro. That's how we roll.
It started off a little bit. He said mushrooms, weed, crack cocaine,
some WMDs.
Right, just keep naming it.
Whatever you need, I got it.
I got it. So
and then I opened the door, and I see a Culver City cop pointing a shotgun at my chest, this fucking far away, and I look him right in the eye, and I'm like, Chris? And then he goes like this. He goes, Craig? And it's my homie Chris. I played high school with baseball with him in high school, Little League. I known that fool since I was 12 years old. 12 years old, now he's raiding my home. And then I just look at him and I'm like, help me. And then he handcuffed me. But he put him on loose like a Coachella bracelet, you know what I mean? Because I've been cuffed up 3 times prior. They you been arrested?
Of course, I'm black. I've been arrested. Yes, I've been arrested.
They crank them on. They cause nerve damage. I can't even stock apples good at Trader Joe's the next day. You're like, oh shit. They cut off circulation. So he put it on real loose. And then he's walking me out, and I'm just in my head, and I'm like, hey, dude, I got weed in there. I got mushrooms in there. And he's like, bro, stop telling me. and then I was like, I got fireworks in there. And I'm on probation for fireworks, And then he was like, oh shit, because I threw firecrackers at police on horses in Hermosa Beach. That's another story.
Yes.
But he's like, oh yeah, the incident that made the paper, and I was like, yeah. Fuck him. And then he was just like, bro, stop telling me all this. I'm a cop. But I just saw my friend, I know him.
Right.
I known him my whole life pretty much since Little League, dude.
Right.
And then and then in my head, I'm just thinking, how are they here? Because I was a criminal, but like a baby criminal.
Right.
I just had like a little, quarter pound of weed, an ounce. That's not raidable.
Right,
You know what I mean? Not in Los Angeles anyways.
That's too much SWAT for you.
Yeah,
Exactly
yeah.
right.
I'm more a 1 or 2 cop kind of arrest, you know.
You're more of a knock on the door.
There's a-
I heard.
I heard.
You're more of a training day. Hand you a bullshit
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
Go through the house.
Yeah.
Like,
This was SWAT team. They had the helicopter. They had every. Oh, dude, it was
Were they
crazy.
there for you?
Well, I'll tell that at the
Okay,
end.
all right.
And then so I'm just in my head. I'm like, how are they here for me? Because I was
Right.
like, I got arrested for the firecracker thing, but that was like, you know, at that time 2 years. You know, they're
Right.
they're not gonna leave you alone for 2. That's a long game to play.
Right.
And then I was like, oh shit, I just smoked speed with my coworker at Trader Joe's. And then I went to the hood and scored dope off him. And that was crazy too. I was on lunch break and I was a stoner at that time. And then he was a new hire and he's like, yo, you want to smoke a bowl? And I was like, fuck yeah, dog. So I pull out OG Kush like a sensible, civil human being, and he pulls out the Pookie pipe and has speed, crack pipe, you know, yeah.
Okay.
And then
I grew up in the hood, I
he
don't
goes, you want to hit? And everything in my DNA was like, no, don't do it. And then I went, fuck yeah, dude. 'Cause I'm a fucking drug addict. And then I hit that. I was the best employee that day, dude. I was like, wah, wah, wah. I was like, milk for you, lady. Milk for you, lady. They're like, I don't want milk. So all I keep thinking, I was like, because like, you know, I was this peaceful hippie stoner druggie. I wasn't like that. And I was like, damn, they're good. I go get dope one time. One time. It's like, this is the best intervention ever. So come, and then they bring the drug sniffing dogs in, and those other asshole cops. They go like, you got anything? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course. You know, look at me, bro. What do you think this is? This is a uniform. You know where it is. And they had the drug sniffing dog, and they're like, tell me where it is. We're gonna rip your place apart. I was like, bottom drawer.
Right.
And then they break my bong, so they were actually there for my neighbor. I lived in a back house, and the landlord just split the property in half. Separate residents, separate families, separate rents, but it's one property.
Right.
So they raided me by default. So I literally got raided because it was the wrong house.
Oh,
And then I kept thinking, this part sounds crazy, but you could ask the Culver City PD. So when I'm handcuffed in the alley, all I kept thinking, that would have been my 4th arrest. And I swear to God, like, I'm cuffed up in the alley, and I was just like, I gotta make it to UCB comedy class, because I was signed up for improv right before stand up. This is right. I was getting into stand up.
yeah.
I got rated, and then I met this fool Grant Lyon. He's like, get on stage, pussy.
Right.
And then I listened, and I swear to God, like, all I kept thinking, like, I can't go to jail. I have comedy class. I can't. I paid $750 for that fucking shit. My mom ain't gonna bail me out for a 4th time, you know? Like 3 times, she would have, but I don't even want to ask at that point. I'm like, I deserve it this time. And then I was nervous and just scared, and all the cops are around me, and I farted on those fools.
You are a farter.
I fucking, that's what I said. Like, that part sounds great. You could fucking call up Culver PD. I was just nervous, and it just slipped out. And I was just like, oh, and then they're all looking at me. Like, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. And then I end up running into Chris later on the street just doing patrolling. You know, I was like, yo, dude, you fucking raided me, bro. And he's like, he said the precinct talked to me for about me for like a month, and was just like, yo, remember that retarded hippie that fucking farted on us? And he said, like, it was like they just laughed because I was I'm gonna shit my pants, bro.